the number one killer is silently targeting even the fit and the young. Every 33 seconds, a person dies from a heart attack. Heart attacks can be prevented. It is sad to know that those that got the heart attacks believed they were healthy. They were eating low-fat, what they believed would be healthy diets. They were taking their statins, exercising and being fit. Yet, heart attacks remain the number one leading cause of death. The shocking truths of heart attacks. The fastest growing group experiencing heart attacks today, fatal heart attacks, are adults under 45, fit, gym active, and young adults, eating what they honestly believe are healthy diets. They are very health conscious. They show no symptoms and no warning prior to most of these heart attacks. Still, heart attacks remain the number one and leading cause of death. Let's look at the statistical truths about heart attacks. We list in priority order the fundamental root causes of heart attacks. What they have seen all over the world. If somebody has had a heart attack, what is most prevalent in every of those people? Yes, this is surprising to most people. 84.7% cases that have a heart attack, metabolic syndrome is prevalent. Number 2, omega-3 deficiency. We know from evidence-based, published, peer-reviewed studies that if we have less than 8% omega-3 in our red blood cells, we're at a high risk. There's a high chance, a high probability of us getting a heart attack. What this same research shows, if the omega-3 levels are less than 4%, it's highly probable that the heart attack could be fatal. Omega-6 to omega-3 ratio imbalance. We'll explore this a bit later. Cellular oxidative stress. Chronic inflammation. Now, the omega-6 to omega-3 ratio indicates the risk, the probability, and the intensity of chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is called the silent killer. All chronic diseases, which includes autoimmune diseases, have cellular oxidative stress and chronic inflammation as the fundamental root cause. Something really to reflect on. The last one we're going to mention today is gut mucosal collapse, aka leaky gut. For those that are detail-oriented and want to know more of the research and the reasons why behind what we are presenting here, we will very briefly go through a very high-level executive summary of why these fundamental root causes are the leading, highest priority root causes to prevent in heart attacks. We will share some of the shocking truths that most people don't know or understand. However, the objective of this video is to get you all as fast as possible to evidence-based solutions so that you can start implementing immediately. The shocking truths that lead to heart attacks, even in the fit and young. Number 1 is metabolic syndrome prevalent in 84.7% heart attack cases. The facts about metabolic syndrome is undiagnosed type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or insulin resistance. The solution to this is test. Don't guess, don't gamble. The second interesting fact about metabolic syndrome is uncontrolled insulin is the leading trigger for heart attacks. The solution, test. Don't guess, don't gamble with your life. Another fact about metabolic syndrome is low-fat diets cause metabolic syndrome. The solution, eat carnivore or ketovore. Ketovore means you eat maximum 30 grams of carbohydrates per day. What then will be our number one priority strategy to prevent heart attacks? Prevent metabolic syndrome. Eat carnivore or ketovore, which means you eat less than 30 grams of carbohydrates per day. Avoid all sugars, including sweeteners. The number two leading cause of heart attacks is an omega-3 deficiency. What the science have shown is if we have less than 8% omega-3 in our red blood cells, we're at a high risk of getting a heart attack. Evidence indicates that this is the second highest risk for heart attacks. They even show that if our omega-3 is less than 4%, this risk can be fatal. Let's explore a highly summarized version of what this science shows. It shows that an omega-3 deficiency can lead to diabetes. We have just seen that metabolic syndrome and undiagnosed pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes is the leading cause of heart attacks. An omega-3 deficiency can lead to unhealthy cholesterol levels, high blood pressure, strokes, including blood clotting conditions. It definitely leads to heart conditions, including heart attacks. The science says if we have less than 8% omega-3 in our red blood cells, these risks are high. But if our omega-3 index is less than 4%, we are at risk for sudden cardiac death, acute coronary syndrome, which means fatal heart attacks, and death from any cause. Further shocking statistics regarding omega-3 deficiencies is that if your omega-3 is less than 4%, the heart attack could be fatal. Most South Africans measure between 2 and 3%, which is far below the fatal 4% risk measurement. Lower omega-3 definitely means higher inflammation. This presents the second highest risk for heart attacks. What then will be our second highest prevention strategy to prevent heart attacks? Test. Understand where your omega-3 index lies and replete omega-3. This must be EPA, DHA, and DPA levels. The third leading cause for heart attacks is an omega-6 and omega-3 ratio that is out of balance, meaning the omega-6 is too high and the omega-3 is too low. Omega-6 and omega-3 are essential fatty acids. For a healthy life and a healthy body, we need both. Yet essential means we cannot produce them inside the body. We need to get omega-6 and omega-3, these fatty acids, from our diet, whatever we eat. Western diets are ultra-processed. Western diets are high in omega-6. The South African average shows that the average omega-6 to omega-3 ratio, when measured, is more than 30 to 1, and we've seen people testing more than 100 to 1. The science-safe zone for an omega-6 to omega-3 ratio is less than 3 to 1. So what would be our third prevention strategy to prevent heart attacks? Number one, test. One, you need to know what is your current omega-3 index and your omega-6 to omega-3 ratio. You can't guess this. You'd better test. Then replete your omega-3 to restore omega-6 to omega-3 ratios to balance out what the Western diet is causing. Avoid all seed oils and all ultra-processed foods. Avoid all takeaway foods and all foods in packaging and with labels. That will lower your omega-6. And if you replete with a good quality omega-3 and retest, then you will be mitigating this risk, shifting out of the red risk zone towards and into the safe green zone. Number 4 is cellular oxidative stress. That means the cell membranes are rusting. They are eroding and degenerating, just like metal will rust. Cellular oxidative stress is prevalent in all cases of heart attack. Let's quickly explore the most common causes for oxidative stress, where our cell membranes will rust and degenerate. Number 1, smoking and vaping. Yes, vaping is actually worse than cigarette smoking. Pharmaceutical and social drugs, steroids, excessive exercise, deficiency in antioxidants, sugar and seed oils, and exposure to toxins and pesticides. These are only a few of the many causes of oxidative stress. So what will our strategy be to prevent cellular oxidative stress? Replete the potent antioxidants. This is critically important. But if you don't avoid the triggers, the causes of it, you are really defeating the objective. So avoid all sugars, sweeteners, and seed oils. Avoid all ultra-processed foods. Avoid the toxic behavior and chemicals. Chronic inflammation absolutely is a high-risk trigger for heart attacks. It is called the silent killer that may already be attacking your heart whilst you believe you're fit, young, healthy, and is out of risk. Let's explore the shocking truths about heart attacks. Chronic inflammation is a silent killer. The silent killer may already be inside you. You look healthy, you feel healthy, you're fit, you eat clean, you feel unstoppable, but your heart may already be under attack. 50% of heart attacks strike people with no risk factors, no symptoms, no warning, no chance to react. Chronic inflammation can raise your heart attack risk by 60% with no warning. Do you know if you are a ticking time bomb? The killer may be invisible, may not be known to you, but It is detectable. So how do we prevent heart attacks from this silent, invisible killer? Test, detect, don't guess, don't gamble. It may be too late. Measure the biomarkers. Know the correct and relevant numbers. Take your balance oil daily. Evidence-based, this is the only oil that can shift you in 120 days, measurably, significantly towards and even into the green safe zone. Wait, there's more. There's another hidden heart killer. Leaky gut is another silent trigger behind sudden heart attacks. Let's briefly explore the shocking statistics about the link between leaky gut and heart attacks. Around 78% of chronic heart failure patients show increased gut permeability. This is really something to think about. Another shocking statistic is there is a 35% increase in small intestinal permeability in heart disease. These shocking statistics really leads me to consider if nearly 8 in 10 people with failing hearts have a leaky gut, then fixing your gut barrier is not an option, in my opinion. It's not optional. It's essential. It's vital. It's critical. Now that we know this relationship between your gut and heart health, these irrefutable, shocking statistics about yet another silent killer, what can we do about it? What could be our strategies to prevent these fatal and really scary results? Act now. Seal your gut. Save your heart. Take your balance well daily. Polyphenols protect the gut lining. Take your xenobiotics. Restore gut dysbiosis. Take your extend building blocks for cell membrane restoration. I hear you say, Dr. Ilona, why did you not mention cholesterol until now? We all know LDL cholesterol is the leading cause of heart attacks, right? As this video clip is about preventing heart attacks, we want to get to the solution of how to do it. In future, we may do another clip only on cholesterol, but you can pause the video and read some of these very interesting facts. The Framingham Heart Study showed that people with a cholesterol lower than 200 suffered 40% of heart attacks. Research shows that people that have a cholesterol lower than 180 milligrams per deciliter are 3 times more likely to have a stroke. Over many decades, we've been brainwashed. We've been conditioned to believe that LDL cholesterol is bad for us. However, we do not understand the absolute essential and vital benefits of LDL cholesterol. We don't know and we don't understand that high levels of LDL are associated with a higher risk of heart disease. The problem is that most of the time, the wrong numbers are measured. LDL per se is not causing heart attacks. We must understand that oxidation is the issue. We must understand that high insulin that we spoke about as the number one cause in metabolic syndrome is the leading trigger and cause for heart attacks. We must understand that oxidation of LDL or cholesterol is the real problem. And what we must understand is it is the very dense, small LDL cholesterol that is the problem. So if you don't do the right ratios, the right biomarker tests, you may be misled about cholesterol. So let's focus on those priority leading causes of heart attacks. Let's briefly review the great benefits of high ADL cholesterol. It acts as an antioxidant, and we spoke about the importance of antioxidants in terms of oxidation or cellular oxidative stress. We spoke about high chronic inflammation that is a leading cause of heart attacks. Yet HDL cholesterol serves as an anti-inflammatory agent. It therefore protects against heart attacks. It supports healthy blood pressure. It prevents blood clots and improves blood circulation. Our objective and our strategy should therefore be to prevent getting small, very dense LDL particles. And how can we ensure that they remain large and fluffy so that we do not get the heart attacks? The strategy would also be, how do we prevent oxidation of the cholesterol, which is the real critical problem? Research has shown that high triglyceride levels are the real culprit that could lead to heart attacks, not necessarily high LDL. As cholesterol is such a misconceived and wrong measurement for heart attacks, let's quickly summarize what we've seen from shocking statistics. Many fatal heart attacks occur in individuals with low LDL. Higher LDL shown protective correlations. A high percentage of people taking cholesterol-lowering medications experience cardiac events. Then we should ask, what is the solution? Act now. Don't wait. Address the first 6 leading causes of heart attacks and the solutions we've discussed. These will dramatically mitigate the cholesterol risk that could lead to heart attacks. My plea is, heart attacks can 100% be prevented. Don't wait. Test. Don't guess. Don't gamble. Test. Remember what we said. Heart attacks can be prevented. There are so many ways. There are so many things you and I can do to prevent heart attacks. The number one, the leading cause of death. I plead with you, take action now. Test, don't guess. If you don't want to do it for yourself, at least do it for your loved ones. They deserve you. They deserve that you take care of yourself and that you take action now, that you don't gamble. Don't wait until it's too late. Test and do something actively, positively about it. You and I can prevent the next heart attack. Do this for your loved ones. Take action now. Don't wait until it's too late. Test. Test if what you are currently doing, the diet you're following, and the products you're using, are they actually working for you? Measure those in terms of the previous leading causes of heart attack. You owe it to them. Do it for your loved ones. Disclaimer: we are discussing risks and preventative risk mitigation strategies. These preventative strategies are for educational purposes and not for diagnostic purposes. Mitigating risks does not mean there is no probability of risk. It means your risks are very low. These solutions and preventative strategies do not cause harm. They are evidence-based solutions to restore health. All the solutions, all the protocols, and all the strategies presented here are not based on personal opinions. These are based on hard science, hardcore science, peer-reviewed, published science. As an example, on the 9th of August 2025, very recent, this study, the largest, most randomized study, anonymously and independently done, 590,000 blood tests that proved diets and supplements that are available globally are not working. Yet, there are more than 1.5 million anonymously done, independently analyzed blood tests that prove the products and protocols presented here as solutions do work. Only evidence-based preventative and restorative strategies and protocols are offered as solutions. Evidence-based and blood test proven to dramatically and measurably shift people from the red risk zone towards and even into the green safe zone in 120 days. Order your tests and minimum restorative and protective products now. This order will replete deficiencies and protect you from the most and highest priority leading causes of heart attacks, as listed and explained earlier. This order will include balance tests, HbA1c tests, very specific ones, balance oil for a person weighing less than 70 kilograms. This is for minimum protection. Another link will be presented for people weighing more than 70 kilograms. These products are dosed by body weight. This Black Week special will expire at noon on Tuesday, 2 December 2025. Your blood test doesn't lie. Included are blood tests to retest after 120 days to prove that these solutions work. With more than 1.5 million anonymous and independently analyzed by the leading blood pathology laboratory, these are the only products that bring you into balance. This order includes tests and the minimum restorative and protective products to be ordered now. This is the link for people weighing more than 70 kilograms. Note the Black Week specials expire at noon on Tuesday, 2 December 2025. Your blood does not lie. Included are blood tests to retest after 120 days and prove that you shifted out of, towards, or maybe even into the green safe zone. The link below includes products that will mitigate the majority of risks presented above. It includes maximum restorative and protective value, not just minimum. This link is for people weighing less than 70 kilograms. As in the other links, we will include additional blood tests to retest after 120 days and prove how effectively, significantly, you shifted out of the red risk zone towards and even into the green safe zone. This is the link for those people weighing more than 70 kilograms and also prefer maximum restorative and protection value. So remember, the Black Week specials expire at noon on Tuesday, 2 December 2025. Again, we've included the additional blood tests for you to retest if these products are really helping you to measurably and significantly shift towards the green safe zone and even into the green zone. If you are interested in exploring more health solutions, including the only evidence-based diet, click on the link below. If you are interested in exploring more health solutions, including the only evidence-based diet, click on the link below.